So now, when the season rolls around, you certainly began the season in foul trouble a lot. Why would you say that was? Do you think it was an adjustment? Do you think the refs weren't used to a near 7-footer in the league that's as athletic? What do you think it was?
The last thing you said, I think the refs wasn't used to a big guy in the league like that. There was sometimes where I would foul and be like, yeah, my fault. And then there'd be a lot of times where they were trying to, like, there was on some, like, anything they saw, it was trying to do it. And then when I would do a crazy block clean, they'll be like, nah, it's a whistle. And then I would go on the bench, and then assistant coach Weber would be like, yeah, that was not a foul. Like, there were a lot of times like that. Until people knew I guess they don't respect you until you start getting consecutive blocks.
Yeah.
Like, that's when people, like, your reputation is that now. So now that's what you are, and we respect. Like, sometimes a big guy will go block a shot and just call a foul. Because, like, that's not what you do, bro. Like, until you show me that's what you do and that's what you really like. Like, there's certain offensive players, even in the post, they might be good, but until they score consecutively, like, they're not. The ref is not going to respect them until they do something like back-to-back feed me. Like, okay, now he's a post threat. He's actually a threat. He's a post player. Let me call the whistle a little bit differently. Like, you know.
Got you. So you don't even think you should have been in as much foul trouble as you were?
Not as much, but I think I did foul, but not as much as it was.
Got you.
And a lot of time, I think I was also athletic too, so like they would call fouls on like.
Sometimes when your stuff just looked like a foul.
Yeah, but honestly, early on, most of my fouls were like screens.
Right. Yeah. You were called on a lot of moving screens. Yeah. At least once a game.
Yeah.
So that already would take one of your fouls away.
Yeah.
What's some of the things you learned along the way to keep you out of foul trouble, since that was such a uphill battle for you?
If I'm running and like, I'm going to set a screen and the guard moves before me, like my guard moves before me, I just stand where I stand, like till they move over, like till they either like don't clash with him. Basically, if you see him dribbling already, just stop. Yeah. So that was one thing I learned to get me out of that type of trouble. But after I got like people knew I was a shot blocker, they wasn't calling as much fouls anymore.
Okay. Why did you take the defensive end of the court so serious, and how does it make you feel every time you stop someone from scoring?
I used to tell I had different hotel roommates. Like, you know, they put you in different people in the hotels.
Right.
And I was like, yo, I wish they just paid me to go to the league to play defense. Like, I'll just pull up and just like, they just like, he ain't gonna score, but yo, do your thing. And then I was like, I take pride in locking people up.
There are a few people in the league like that. They don't give jobs to as many defensive specialists, but there are guys like that. So like, what is it about defense that you really feel that you really like?
You know, some people, like, when they get a bucket or shoot a three or whatever, they feel like they're the man when they do a move or nobody can stop them. I feel the opposite. Like, I can stop anybody. So it's like, yeah, you don't have to switch. You know, just leave me on them type stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you get real prideful about getting stops?
Yeah.
Got you. Now, your first year at Stony Brook, your team had a pretty successful season. Going 24-9, finishing second in the conference, only to Vermont. Did you think you guys could win the conference title and go dancing, or not so much?
Yeah, because we could have won the regular season. We was very, very close. Like, we were up, and we had 3 attempts at the foul line to close the game, and we didn't do it. Yeah, like, so we had 3 attempts. Like, it was like we were up, and then somebody got fouled, missed. It was a 1-and-1. Missed. So another person got fouled, missed. And another person got fouled, missed. And then they took over that game. And then they started celebrating the win and because they had the trophy. So we could have got the trophy. It was crazy.
You're talking about the conference
regular season.
Regular season. Who did you during your first year in the conference tournament? Do you remember?
Binghamton.
Wow.
Binghamton, we beat them like 3 times, I think.
Right.
Or twice.
Yeah.
And then we lost the 3rd time. I don't know what happened. I think I didn't prepare very well. Or I think a lot of the times in playoff time, I shouldn't have. I'm very superstitious, not, but I'll be feeling different when I like lift before certain like games. I feel like slower. Like there was a game where I had a lot of blocks against Binghamton, but like I was a step slow that game, and then that fucked me up. I feel like, and then I made same mistake again.
You did that in the playoffs as well?
Yeah, I did it in the playoffs, and then I did it again in the playoffs again.
Wow.
Because I thought I didn't lift as much as I thought, and then I got there, I was like, oh shit, that's cool.
Now individually, you left your mark on the league, averaging 2.5 blocks per game in only 18 minutes. For the analytic freaks out there, you had a 16% block percentage, which means you nearly blocked 1 out of every 5 shots that your opponent puts up. You win America East Defensive Player of the Year. How did making that kind of impact your first year at the Division I competition? Your first year in Division I competition make you feel?
First year in Division I competition, made me feel like I told the assistant coach like we was working out, like I think we used to do 7 a.m. workouts or something, and I would wake up when we do it, and then he'd be like, yo, you're not into it today, and we would talk. I was Coach Thornton, I think he's at Ohio now. But we would talk and stuff, and then I would be like he said, yeah, you want to average 10 and 10, right? I said, I think he was saying something about that, and then I told him that I already know I'm gonna get the Defensive Player of the Year. I told him that, and I did it, and then it was like that was something. In my mind, when I came to that conference, I was like, yo, I already do this defense thing. No matter where you send me, I'm gonna do. It's gonna be the same result, but what's it called? I wanted to get better at something else at that time. But so when I got it, I expected it though. But,
gotcha.
So it was like,